topics, man. I'm actually sitting here watching the Grizzlies play the Clippers at the FedEx Forum. What we're doing today, folks, this is the debut of Square Business with EdMemphis. So, sit back, man, buckle up. Definitely want to buckle up and enjoy the ride. Because it's going to get bumpy at times. You did? So, one of the first things I want to cover today is the signing of Joakim Noah with the Grizzlies. I think that's going to be a great signing. For the longest, I said that the Grizzlies, the one thing that we may be missing from one of those, what you typically see of the playoff teams, is the spirit animal. Uh, we really haven't had a spirit animal per se since Tony Allen left. So now with us signing Joakim Noah, along with the rebounding, the defense, the passing, um, and just the veteran experience that he has, he's also going to bring that spirit animal factor, that energy, that heightness, that we need, that I think that gives you that boost at times that's just really priceless in a sense. So I think the Joakim Noah signing is going to be really good for us. I'm looking at the way that Mark, at times, Mark is, if you ask me right now, Mark is the MVP of the season. I still say he's at least in the conversation. At the worst case, I don't care who you are. If Mark Gasol is not in the MVP conversation as of December the 5th, 2018, Grizzlies are a top defensive rated team again this year. The team, I think it's like 70% of the roster has at one time played in the G League or the D League, whatever you want to call it. 70% of that means that the roster is a G League roster outside of Conley and Gasol and Jaren Jackson. A G League roster. And this man has took that roster and took them at one point. We were ranked number one in the Western Conference, sitting at the top for about 2 days. It didn't last long, but the fact that we even got there 15 games into the season, that says that, this team might have something this year. Might not win a ring, but at least we can get back to being that consistent playoff team we have. I also on Twitter, which you can follow me on Twitter now at Bidness Square. So it's at Bidness Square, which is at BIDNESSSQUARE. Bidness Square. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Twitter. You can also follow me on Instagram at Man on the Square. But right now we focusing on the Twitter. And that was I actually, believe it or not, got a really strong New York Knicks following on Twitter. And it's because I'm a New York Knicks fan as much as a Grizzly fan. I started off as a New York Knicks fan before the Grizzlies even came to Memphis, and we even knew that was going to happen. So that's my team, and that's the team that actually got me into sports, period. So, I probably wouldn't even be a sports fan, let alone a sports stats spewing analytical human computer machine that I am when it comes to sports. You know what I'm saying? That all came from, that all originated from me being a Knicks fan. So I show them much love. But anyway, I'm a little buzz right now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So I be slipping on my topics and going around. But we're gonna stick to the script. Um, but with the Knicks, man, I think this year we got a really uh, good situation. I know I'm slipping off topic. I'm sticking to my Grizzlies, but I also wanted to say this about the Knicks. Man, I think they got a lot of good little talent, and most of the talent they got this year was in the second part of the draft, which is crazy. They got that. They got Mitchell Robinson in the second round, which I told people was going to be a lottery talent, which he's proven that he is. And then they got Alonzo Trill as an undrafted free agent, so that was dope too. But anyway, focusing on the Grizzlies because that's who I'm currently a writer or contributor for at Bill Street Blues. I'm actually contributing for them, so I write for them, write articles and whatnot. So you can check that out. And you know, one thing about I would say about this year, the Grizzlies are really that's a G League roster. 70% of the roster is G League cats. From Garrett Temple, he done played in G League before. To Michael Green, my wife just walked in, bro. You know what I'm saying? To Michael Green played in G League. All these cats, and Marcus All is taking this team, to a playoff contender. Hey, that's something to be said about this team. This man got them boys in the playoffs conversation with a G League roster, essentially, outside of Conley, Jaron Jackson, and Marcus All. So anybody saying he ain't an MVP candidate, third minimum, man, get out of your mind. You sound ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is. So we're gonna move along. And I'm sitting here watching the Grizz right now, and these boys look good this year, man. They looking really good this year. Really good this year. And I'm gonna do another part. I'm gonna do another little segment after the game to kind of comment on how the game was, what we saw. But man, Kyle Anderson, man, that kid turned out to be I'm really liking what I'm seeing from him because he's not a scorer, but he's a crafty playmaker. He's just a high IQ player. And you got Jaron Jackson, just clearly is Kawhi. I call him Kawhi Unicorn. Meaning he's the Kawhi of Bidness. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be one of the top scorers and one of the top defenders, if not the best defender in the league within the next 3 years. It's gonna be ridiculous. Jaron Jackson's potential is just out of it. So this team, man, is really surprising this year. That's what I'm trying to tell people. You got guys like Marshawn Brooks from China. You know what I'm saying? Marshawn Brooks came from China, folks. China, played in China the last 2-3 years. Shelvin Mack, that's a G League alumni. Who else on that court? Even Marcus All himself. Marcus All was the 58th pick in the draft in 2008. 58th pick. Second, third to the last pick of the draft. Almost didn't even get drafted. So, his career has been remarkable. I tell people all the time, Marcus All is the most underrated player probably of this era. He's probably the most underrated player of this era. A lot of people don't even see that. 10th in the league in defensive rating. One of the last teams in pace, yet we still above 500. That's a sign of somebody anchoring the heck out of their team. And also kudos to J.B. Bickerstaff. This man, this is his first full season as a head coach. And he's taking a team that had the second worst record last year in the league to the playoffs on foot. The very next season, his first year running the show from training camp out. So that's pretty impressive in itself. So kudos to JB Bickerstaff too, Bernie Bickerstaff's son, showing that, basketball run through the bloodline. They family, I want to touch on Mike Conley. The talk of him being an all-star. This year, he is playing at an all-star caliber pace, though he did start off very rough the first 10 games. And then you want to be honest, I'm going to get to that in a second. But I think this year, he's an all-star caliber, but I don't know if he's quite made the case that he's an all-star again. Like if he don't make, he's a snub. That's one thing people got to realize. There's a big difference between an all-star caliber player and an all-star snub. An all-star caliber player means that, yeah, he played at the level of which is typically, looked at as an all-star. But that doesn't mean that he should have made the team over somebody else who made the team. That's an all-star snub. Mike Conley, there's nobody else. There's nobody on the team from the All-Star team last year that Mike Conley should have made the team on. At any point in his career. Now, at any point in his career, I don't think we can. We probably even say that there was anybody on that roster that he should have been selected over. So therefore, he was a snub. That's not the case. So he's not a snub. He's an All-Star caliber player. Very good player. One of the best, one of the all-time Grizzly players. To be honest with you, no doubt about it. But I think I would certainly stop short of All-Star snub. At his peak, he's an All-Star caliber player. But he has the potential to become an all-star. He really does. I mean, he's put up an all-star type of season this year. You can really make the case for him this year. Probably more than any other year. Especially considering this team is definitely not just loaded with talent. These are not a bunch of lottery prospects that this team got here. So. And I'm looking at Conley now going to the rack, scoring on a layup as I'm talking about him. So, the boy... he can get it in. Ain't no question. You know what I'm saying? Mike Conley's skill level. I remember when Mike Conley first came in the league, he relied solely on his speed because that's what he was really drafted on. His speed and his potential to play point guard. The fact that he could control his speed, considering how fast he was. I remember when Mark Ivoroni compared Mike Conley to a Ferrari because he said his speed was so incredibly deceptively fast. But at the same time, he had the brakes of a Ferrari, meaning he could control his speed. He wasn't an out of control talent. And considering he was on a 19 at the time, that was impressive. So I bet they all the way to the roots of Mike Conley. I understand who he is from the bone grizzly. So when I speak on him, I speak from a well-educated perspective on Mike Conley. And I hope he make it. It'd be great, for the city if he make the All-Star team. It really would. Mark definitely gonna make it. And he does. If it came down to it, don't get it twisted. Mike Conley don't make the All-Star team with Marc Gasol. That ain't happening. I almost cursed. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't care what you say, man. I will blow you away with stats, metrics, however, accomplishments, whatever you want to do it, baby. I love Mike Conley, and I'm not trying to pin the two against each other, but if you had to only give us one All-Star selection off this team, it got to be Marc Gasol. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? That's the most. You take Marc Gasol out, this team is over. You take Mike Conley out the team, it's over too. But it's over. You take Marc Gasol out, and just looking at what the boy doing. You know what I'm saying? So, even the Clippers. I was looking at the fact that as of December the 5th, which is today, Tobias Harris averages 21.4 points and 8 rebounds a game. Almost 8.5 at 8.4. That's some all-star competition for you. Oh boy, averaging 20, almost 22 points a game. 22, actually it's more than 21.4. It's like 21.6 or something. So he's 22 points a game, 22 and 8. They're great. I'm pretty sure though if it came out of Tobias Harris and Mike Conley, people gonna go ahead and give Mike Conley that. They're gonna give him the edge on them, and rightfully so. Just the fact that he's been in the league so much longer and played, and he's had more moments where he's played closer to that level. So for that reason, he'll get the nod between those two. But I'm just the fact Tobias Harris got a legit claim at the All-Star. 22 and 8. That's a legit shot. I mean, that's an All-Star. That's the great example of an All-Star caliber player. No doubt about it. Will he become an All-Star snub? I don't know. You might can argue that too because his team is really good. And the Clippers got some talented pieces, but they don't have anybody on that team that's at the level of Marc Gasol. So I can make the argument for him that he doesn't even have quite the help Marc Gasol that Conley has. So that's a conversation, man. You can argue from so many angles. That's why I said I don't know for sure if you could call Mike Conley an all-star. He's an all-star caliber player. I don't know if we can just say it. So I ain't supposed to rub my face and all that, but hey man, Shay, man. I'm from Memphis, man. You understand? And this the Square Business with EdMemphis show. Sports. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we ain't worried about what nobody else say, man. We doing this. This how we rocking, like cut on stoppers. You did. So stay tuned, man. This is the first segment. I just want to touch bases on a few things dealing with the Grizzlies. I know I kind of got all over the place, and we're gonna get it together. You feel me, bro? I'm with your boy, yeah, bro, with your boy, man. You know, we gonna have this right though. That's the damn show. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Y'all tune in. I'm gonna probably do a review on this game here when it's over. I want to watch it in peace. Yeah, man, and keep it pimping. One time for Ed Memphis.